Who was Solomon in the Bible? Who was Solomon in the Bible? Solomon, also known as King Solomon, was a prominent biblical figure and the son of King David. He ruled as the Israelite king during the Old Testament period, known for his wisdom, wealth, and grandeur. Solomon's reign is significant in biblical history, and his story is captured in various scriptures, including the books of Kings and Chronicles. During his reign, Solomon built the iconic Solomon's Temple in Jerusalem, showcasing his devotion to God and establishing a central place of worship for the Israelites. He was admired for his wisdom and discernment, exemplified in the famous story of the Judgment of Solomon, where he resolved a dispute between two mothers claiming the same child. While Solomon's achievements and wealth are celebrated, his later years were marked by a turn towards idolatry, which angered God and ultimately led to conflicts and the division of the kingdom after his death. Despite his shortcomings, Solomon's legacy lives on, teaching valuable lessons about seeking wisdom and staying faithful to one's beliefs. Key takeaways: Solomon was a biblical figure known for his wisdom and wealth. He built Solomon's temple and established a central place of worship. The story of the Judgment of Solomon showcases his wisdom and discernment. Despite his successes, Solomon's turn towards idolatry had consequences for the kingdom. His story teaches lessons about the importance of seeking wisdom and staying faithful. Who was in the Bible? Who was Solomon in the Bible? Here's a set of bullet points about Solomon from the Bible. Introduction. Solomon, also known as Yedidiah, was a prominent king of Israel and the son of King David and Bathsheba. Wisdom of Solomon. Famed for his unparalleled wisdom. When offered anything he desired by God, he chose wisdom to govern Israel. Demonstrated his wisdom in the famous judgment of the two women claiming to be the mother of a baby by suggesting to divide the baby in two. Achievements as king. Reigned over Israel for 40 years during a time of peace and prosperity. Expanded trade, alliances, and undertook impressive building projects. Established a strong central government and organized Israel into 12 districts. Construction of the temple. Commissioned the building of the first temple in Jerusalem, known as Solomon's Temple, which became the central place of worship for Israelites. The temple was dedicated with a grand ceremony, and the Ark of the Covenant was placed in the Holy of Holies. Writings and contributions. Credited with writing several biblical books, Proverbs, Song of Solomon, and Ecclesiastes. Known for his collection of songs, proverbs, and wise sayings. Relationships and downfall. Established many foreign alliances, often sealed by marriage. He had 700 wives and 300 concubines. His foreign wives introduced pagan practices, leading Solomon to build high places for false gods, which angered God. End of reign. Due to Solomon's unfaithfulness, God foretold the division of the kingdom after his death. Solomon's son, Rehoboam, succeeded him but faced immediate strife, leading to the eventual split of Israel into two kingdoms. Legacy. Despite his wisdom, Solomon's later years were marked by turning away from God's commandments. Still, he is remembered for his significant contributions to Israel's history, especially the construction of the first temple. Solomon's reign represents a high point in Israel's history, filled with peace, prosperity, and cultural achievements. However, his later actions also serve as a cautionary tale about the dangers of turning away from God's teachings. Solomon's anointing and early life. Solomon's journey as a biblical figure began with his anointing as king while his father, King David, was still alive. His birth, however, was the result of a great sin committed by David. The story goes that David had an adulterous relationship with Bathsheba, the wife of Uriah the Hittite. The consequences of David's actions were severe, resulting in the death of their first child. However, David repented and sought forgiveness from God, and it was after this that Solomon was born. Nathan the prophet played an important role in Solomon's upbringing, serving as a spiritual guide and mentor. Solomon ascended to the throne at a young age, following a power struggle within the court. Despite the circumstances surrounding his birth and the challenges he faced, Solomon's anointing marked the beginning of a significant chapter in Israelite history. To understand Solomon's impact and legacy, it is crucial to delve into the details of his early life, the circumstances of his anointing, and the role of key individuals such as King David and Nathan the prophet. Key figures in Solomon's early life. Figure role. King David, Solomon's father who committed adultery with Bathsheba. Bathsheba, Solomon's mother and former wife of Uriah the Hittite. Nathan the prophet, spiritual guide and mentor to Solomon. Solomon's anointing as king marked the beginning of a significant chapter in Israelite history. Despite the circumstances surrounding his birth and the challenges he faced, Solomon was anointed as king while his father, King David, was still alive. His birth was the result of David's adulterous relationship with Bathsheba. David repented and sought forgiveness from God, leading to the birth of Solomon. Nathan the prophet played a significant role in Solomon's upbringing as a spiritual guide and mentor. Solomon ascended to the throne at a young age, following a power struggle within the court. Solomon's wisdom and judgment. Solomon's wisdom is legendary and is often cited as one of his greatest attributes.